guy complaining about holding my drink. It's also his, but still complain. This is ugly faced.
His head is so shiny.
So here we are inside the special effects show. People filling up.
She is standing on what is called a prep blanket. That is a special area where the fuel will be applied. These guys will then stand by with extinguishers in case of a premature ignition. Mike? Yes? We're going to fuel now. Thank you, guys. Nate, you ready? Sure. Fueling. Now, at the completion, she will then move to this fire blanket to wait to be put out. Now, at this point, we are looking for a thumbs up. Any reason we see a thumbs down, that is our sign to call in a medical team to help. Ladies and gentlemen, I do need to stress these are trained stunt professionals. As you see here, they are using specially designed equipment. Please never attempt anything like this at home or on your own. Now, right here for this stunt, Lauren is going to attempt to burn for anywhere of up to 10 seconds long. Guys, can we please dim the lights and set the clocks to 0? And at this point now, I do need to ask you to please remain seated for the duration of this stunt. Okay, Andrew, whenever you and your team are ready. Nate, are you ready? Ready. Lauren, you ready to burn? Ready. Ready, and action. Lighting. You're lit. This is going to be tough to top this last time, but I know we can do it by creating a scene that is truly out of this world. With the help of our final two actors, Kevin and Ashley, come down here and join me, my friends.
We're taking the elevator down to the area where we'll have the studio tour. As Baby May said. Daddy waiting. The first one to go down.
For everybody, slide all the way
We're
over.
on the trail.
All right, you guys, welcome on this gorgeous, gorgeous Wednesday. Take off on the board. My name is Sammy. I'm going to be your tour guide today. Now, before we get started, two very important things. Number one, I want to double and triple check that everybody has a pair of these beautiful and stylish 3D glasses in your hands. If you don't have a pair, raise your hand up high in the sky right now. This will be your last chance to grab them. Everybody has a pair. Beautiful. If you're wearing the glasses right now, you look good. Sir, you look very handsome. You know what I'm going to tell you, though, right? Take them off. Yeah, take them off. Take them off. You don't need them yet. say goodbye to New York Street because our next stop is the jungle. Remember to stay seated. Please hold on very tightly. Hold on to all of your belongings. It is going to be a bumpy ride. And please no bright lights or flash photography. I'll let you know when to put those glasses on. It's going to be in just a couple of seconds. Ladies, take it, take it. Take a look on your left-hand side. Let's make it fake rain. Ready? Boom. Now here's how we do it. The thunder noises are coming from speakers high up above our heads. The lightning is coming from a strobe light, and the rain is coming from something very fancy. It's called a sprinkler. Yeah, that's movie. You guys, that's all I've got. Okay, movie magic. Now I am putting the stay seated sign up on your screen, so please remember to stay seated. But keep looking on your left-hand side. For my friends in the front car, you're already doing this. Just kind of angle yourselves a little bit towards this bridge area. Yeah, perfect front car. And then for my friends in the third car back there, hi third car, you guys should start screaming. That's good, third car. Actually, that's good. That's the best it's been all day. Louder, third car. Good job, third car. Keep going. Good. Stay seated, front car. Get ready to scream. That was actually really good. You guys are all hired. I will take those screams. I'm going to show you how they use that flood in a movie called Big Fat Liar.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
That's actor Paul Giamatti. That's actor Paul Giamatti's stunt double. All right, friends, now I've got one more area to show you before I have to get off for the show The Good Place. They are filming coming up here for some reason. They don't want my voice in their episode. How rude, right? But I will have to get off microphone for like a minute or so, maybe even less. This area that we're coming into right now is some of the oldest sets on the back lot. 6 Points, Texas. All the big cowboy movie stars like John Wayne used to film their westerns right here. Now, about a year ago, last July, they were filming a movie here, and I was not allowed to say what it was. They made me sign something called a non-disclosure agreement, meaning if I said anything, I would get fired. I'm being totally serious. I would have people come up to me after the tour saying, Sammy, I'll give you $100 if you tell me. I was like, I will lose my job. As of 2 weeks ago, I'm finally allowed to say what it is. It's a movie coming out in theaters this summer. It is Quentin Tarantino's 9th movie called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which means my boyfriend Brad Pitt was standing right over there, and my other boyfriend Leonardo DiCaprio was on the other side, and I was not even allowed to stalk them, right? How rude. So this summer, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, and Margot Robbie. That's a good-looking cast. They filmed right here. All right, guys, just one reminder. Remember to stay seated. You guys know the deal. If you do have an emergency, you can pull that cord, but please stay seated. And in front of you, you will see some trees and shrubbery and wilderness. They filmed a little bit of a Netflix movie out here with Sandra Bullock. I'll give you a hint. I could give this to her blindfolded. Bird Box, yeah, Bird Box with Sandra Bullock, a little bit there. John, do you want to do the Bird Box challenge? No, don't put out voice. I'm going to go all the way out of here. Norman, I am the tour guide. I am in control. Get out of here. Oh. That worked. Okay, I'm tough. You're welcome.
Yeah, you come back with a knife.
Back out and bother us. As I was saying, we called Alfred Hitchcock the master of suspense. Cool. We are not supposed to be seeing this. This is a very private moment. We should probably get out of here before he sees us. Hi, Norman. Hi. Hi. We're gonna get out of here. No worries. Do you have a present for me? I like diamonds and flowers, and that's a knife. He's got a knife. He's walking towards the trail. He's such a lady killer.
Again, to sit down to talk about
crash
the world.
site
I
set.
thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Listen to me. Listen, listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now I'm closed.
Guys, before we get out of this area, I want you to look on your left side of that plane. I know I've been joking about everything being fake in Hollywood, but that plane is real. That is a real no Amazon Prime back then. We had to do it. Hi, Tim. How you doing? By the way, if you go back home and you rewatch the movie War of the Worlds, the scene with the plane is only 3 minutes long. They could have done that with special effects, but Steven Spielberg said, I would like a real plane. And that is exactly what he got. Now we're almost at the end of our tour, so this is the last time I'll put this up on the screens. You guys know the deal. Remember to stay seated. And then take a look on your right-hand side. We're going to see a log cabin that was built for this movie. The great outdoors with the late great John Candy also used the cabin in the movie Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. Now as we turn the corner, I want you to look past the cabin. You're going to see that enormous blue screen over there. There's a pit in front of that screen that they fill with water, and then they project an image onto that screen. What does that mean? We can make that area look like we're in the middle of the ocean. Or in the case of this movie, the middle of the Hudson River. If you saw Sully with Tom Hanks, they filmed pretty much the entire crash right over there. They filled the pit with water, they put the plane in the pit, and then the clouds and the cityscape are the image they projected onto the blue screen. A blue screen is the same thing as a green screen. So anytime we have a big water scene, a big ocean scene, we film it right over there. Also the movie Dunkirk, directed by Christopher Nolan, filmed in the exact same spot. Now, all tour long, I've been showing you where we make our movies and how we make our movies. We've got one last thing left to see, and that's you guys are going to get to be the star of a movie, a Fast and the Furious action movie. So for our last thing together, we're going to hide out. We're going to be the stars of our own action movie. Now, in this action movie, there's good guys and bad guys, of course. There's a good guy whose name is Hobbs. He looks a lot like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, by the way. There's a bad guy whose name is Shaw. That's who we're gonna hide out from. Now, you do not need those 3D glasses yet, okay? I promise I will let you know when to put them on, but we're gonna go deep cover here. We're gonna head out inside this garage. It's a street racing hangout. Take a look on your left-hand side, some pretty cool vehicles in here. And there's one more good guy that we have to hear from. He's gonna give us some instructions. That good guy's name is Roman Pierce. Roman.
The studio tour. Now we're just sitting here taking a break until the last show. It's called Pets. It's gonna be our last show here before we leave Universal Studio. The show's at 5 o'clock and the park closes at 6, so we'll be leaving here after the show. So looking forward to that last show before we head back. So this is the Animal Actor show. Sitting here waiting. It's supposed to start at 5 o'clock.
Swap out that green